Welcome back to our channel. So we used mono monofacial panels for this installation. The client after actually bought all the panels and the item and the items, the inverter. These panels are 650 watts. This is the inverter.
This is
ITEL energy.
5 kilowatts.
At the end of the video, I will tell you why I really like ITEL energy products,
Fresh
both
from
the
the factory.
inverters and their battery. I will give you a complete breakdown of this at the end of the video. So just come with us.
Besides,
This is the lithium battery. This battery is a 5 kilowatts, 24 volt
this is the
battery,
communication cable.
which means it's
Positive
a
terminal for the
24
battery.
volt of 200 amps.
Negative and parallel
battery.
cable.
Yeah, so it's a
Warranty
200 amp
card.
battery. Lighter energy. So
Wall
those
bracket.
are the accessories for hanging the
Also
stand.
for the accessories.
It can actually be hung on the wall
This is the wall
or on
mount.
the ground. So that's the wall stand.
This is for the wall mount.
The
This is for the
ground
stand.
mount. Battery is really effective. I've used it a couple of times. Even the first time I'm using ITEL energy, and to the best of my knowledge and from my installation and from customer experience, batteries are performing marvelously well. They are good batteries, and I can tell you for a fact that they are good batteries.
This
That's
is
the
item 5 kilowatts.
that's communication port. That's
This guy, I like the battery.
port,
Yes,
just so as the
Now
terminal
in the mouse
cable.
now.
Then the dial.
Exactly this one is the mouse.
Dial is
that's why we can go.
1 to 4 die button.
No cost now.
And that's actually for your communication. And when you want to power the battery, it's very important to use that. Okay, this is how the battery looks like. It's pretty heavy. But
Excuse me.
before you can lift this battery, you need to do it very well. So that's the inverter. The inverter is a 4 kV inverter, and this inverter can take up to 6 kilowatts of panel. Yeah, can take up to 6 kilowatts of panel. That's about
Please don't go.
600 watts. Yes, 600
Manual
watts.
hour. Ticker.
Yeah. So this inverter actually has one.
Come on, let's see this ITEL
It has one
inverter.
MPPT. It has
Here the pass fire man.
two output.
It
It has
this is
smart
this
load
is
output, and it has
this is 4 kV.
output.
This is 4. Now we'll do that in
Video,
our system.
I'll be able to explain what smart load output and the normal output is. So it's normally labeled L1 and L2. So L1 is the normal output, while the L2 is the smart load output. So as you started mounting already, you can see our balance at the top of the inverter, and it's well mounted. We just mounted the inverter and the battery. That's the communication cable. That's the dongle to connect it to internet. And one of the things why I like ITEL inverter is the communication cable. That it comes with multiple communication cables.
Okay, this is a
So
video.
that's the
That means
voltage
this is the
regulator.
connection.
We are using an AC
The
an AC
connection.
surge and a DC surge for this installation.
The battery.
So we've already connected the batteries, the battery cable to the inverter, the black to negative terminal, the red to positive terminal. So we're actually using a one pole AC breaker for this. So it means that we are connecting only the live cable, the live output and the live input to the AC breaker. Then the surge has to loop from the voltage regulator only for the input. Yeah, to protect the inverter from input current, excess voltage or excess current coming from the grid. So that's the connection. So that's the DC is on by the right and the AC part is by the left. Neat connection. That's one thing I love. Our engineers and SCADA Connect, the team is not just looking for aesthetics, but for neat connections. So at this time we're almost done. We're already hanging the changeovers. One of us was already on the roof, did the connection to avoid surface crimping and those stuff. So we had to pass
Let's have you on
the
the flashlight.
cables
From up on the screen.
for the
Where is the
changeover
screen
through
now?
the ceiling. So we had to enter the
the
ceiling to
connection.
bring down the DC
Where you
cable
want to?
from the panels that are already on the roof.
Last breaker.
Yes, we had to do that. Very important. As we were doing that, we also had to pass the cables for the input charge and the output supply from the inverter. Yes. So that's technically how we did this job, and this system can actually take 1 horsepower AC, can pump your water from 1 horsepower pump
That's
machine.
Engineer Sam.
Yeah, that's Engineer Samuel. Both of them are Engineer Samuel. Yeah, that's the team. We're almost done here. We're done with the changeover connection. So we had to go and do the earthing. I had to convince, because the house does not have earth. I had to convince the clients of the importance of earthing, because it's an high voltage system. Without earthing, the appliances will always carry current at the earth terminal. So to avoid those unnecessary shocks from the earth terminal, we had to do the earthing. So the client quickly went to buy the earth rod, the industrial salt, and those things. So which we use for the earthing. I was using my drill, the hammer drill, to fuse the earth rod into the ground. That's how it goes. Usually the cables together, we should be properly tipped. So do well to contact us for solar jobs. That's our number on the screen. So that's the process for a 4 kVA inverter installation. The breakers needed, the surges that is needed, how to earth the system also, all included in one video. Do well if this video educated you one way or the other. Do well to like and subscribe to our channel, and also share our videos. Thank you. God bless you. This is Uche from Kadosh Connect. See you on the next one. The last stop.
watts per pole. We are supposed to allow water to circulate first before we cover it. We are going to allow the rain to help us during the watering. That's what the rain is helping us to do. The rain is not against us, the rain is for us.
Good evening, our beloved viewers. This is a system we just completed today. This is a 4 kV inverter, 4 kV hybrid inverter. The hybrid inverter has the capacity of 6,000 watts PV. You can see it here. So the PV input is 6,000 watts and the voltage input for PV is 500 volt DC. So the maximum voltage you can take from panel is 500 volts. But it has only one MPPT tracker. But it has two outputs. You can see L1 and L2 here. So it has two outputs. So it has a normal load and the smart load. L2 is always smart load. So this is the breaker unit. We are using this, a single pole breaker. For the client bought everything by himself. So we are using this as the output breaker. So this one supplies the house. This is the input, the one that charges the inverter, charges the battery actually, not the inverter, but it has to go to the inverter to charge the battery. This is the voltage regulator. So the voltage comes here first, and this is an AC surge. This is a DC surge. So this was the DC part. You can see positive and negative. So this system is currently housing 5 units of 650 watts monofacial solar panels. So this is the surge for the DC, this is the surge for the AC. This is this output, this input, this is the voltage regulator. This is the battery, 5 kilowatt battery from ITEL also. You can see the battery and the inverter are communicating. You can see the BMS is communicating. BMS, and showing is that it's in lithium mode. So the inverter 4 kV is currently communicating with 5 kilowatts. The dongle is there. The network to view your system wherever in the world. It's just a viewing app. It is not, you can't control the inverter from the app. So this, you can see one of the things why I like ITEL is because of this their battery terminal head. Well protected and coated. That's one of the reasons why I like ITEL. And this is their communication cable. And another reason why I like ITEL is that their communication cable has varieties of inverters and it is well labeled. Yes, you don't come here and start looking for the inverter. It has more than one communication cable depending on the system, so you can pair it with different systems. That's one of the reasons why I like ITEL. So you can pair it with Felicity, you can pair it with Inverex, Max Power, Crown IP, you can pair it with Godwell, Megawatts, and DA. I think you can pair it with DA to DA Go Watts too. So you can see that ITEL is really upping their game and they are vast. This is the changeover. Down is the inverter, up is the bypass to remove it from your inverter, so to your NEPA or your gen. Down is the gen, up is NEPA. So this beautiful system is very, very affordable for every home. It's very, very affordable. So if you want to get something like this for your apartment, kindly contact us. Number around the screen. Kindly contact us on number around the screen. Thank you.
Panels. How many panels?
We have 5 panels. I said it before. 5 units of 650 watts monofacial, not bifacial panels. So they are monofacial panels.
Okay.
650 watts. So there is already 4:30. It's 4:30. We didn't set the date and time for this guy. So the panels are producing 181 volts. So it's 1 amp, 1.1 amp. It's raining actually. It's raining outside, so that's why the weather is really bad. There is just 1.1 amp that's coming from the panel, and it's one light, 1 volt. So on a good sunny day, you're supposed to get about 10 to 15 amps coming from the panels because it's a series system. The currents are the same, but the voltage is increasing. So the voltage is supposed to be about, let me say, 190 to 220 volts coming from the panels. So that's that for that. Thank you for watching us. See you in the next one.